Hey everybody, welcome to day 4 of my 14-day introduction to meditation. Hope you're enjoying it so far and I hope you're all well. Don't forget to go to dermotwhelan.com and check out my guided meditations there and all the tips. But today we're going to talk about why meditation makes you kinder. And it's not something that we talk about or hear about very often because usually meditation is associated with stress relief and easing anxiety and all those good things. But it can actually make you a nicer person. And here's why. We go into fight or flight mode about 8 to 15 times a day, according to the scientists. And that's when our amygdala, the part of the brain we spoke about yesterday, is all fired up. And when that happens, the parts of our brain that we need to feel empathy and kindness towards other people, they're not being activated because our bodies are in full emergency mode. So if we don't have a way of getting out of fight or flight, then we're going to stay in that mode all the time and we won't be able to look after other people, particularly the people that we care about most. Another reason is when we meditate, we activate different parts of the brain, as I mentioned. One of them is called the pons. And for example, the pons looks after facial recognition and recognizing facial expression. So if someone close to you or someone you work with, someone on your team maybe, is giving off signals with their face that everything's not okay, if we're in a state of stress ourselves, we're not going to pick up on those signals. There's another part of our brain called the temporoparietal junction, or the TPJ, and that's responsible for empathy. That's our empathy center. So rather than thinking about the me part of ourselves, it's actually opening us up to feel empathy towards other people. And that is activated and strengthened when we meditate. Science shows us this. So that's one of the reasons that after meditating, you might find that you're actually just doing more nicer things. Like one of the things my wife picked up on when I started meditating over a long period of time, she noticed that I had more patience for everybody when I came home from work. You know, it wasn't as if before that they were all hiding in the cupboard under the stairs going, "Father's coming, Father's coming!" Like the Blair Witch Project with a torch up their nostril. "I've never been so scared. He's coming in the door." It just meant that when I came in, I had more energy and patience to kind of do the things that you want to do as a parent, you know, and as a husband and all that. But sometimes if we're stressed out, you know the feeling when you come in the front door and you just want to plonk down, hit Netflix and just zone out, you know. And unfortunately, the people around us, the people that we love, aren't getting quite the best version of us. So that's why when we meditate, we're activating the parts of our brains responsible for empathy and responsible for the ability to put ourselves into someone else's shoes. And I think that's really important. There's a really interesting study actually that came out of the University of North Carolina a few years ago. And they got 44 couples, different ages, but they're obviously in relationships. And they got them to start meditating, just doing mindfulness for 3 months. They had never done it before. And over those 3 months, they were practicing every single day, not for very long, could be just 15 minutes a day. And at the end of the 3 months, they asked the couples how they felt about their relationships. Every single couple in the study reported feeling happier about their relationship because exactly what we spoke about, their empathy centers were activated and strengthened. So it meant that in their relationships, they could feel kinder and more empathy and put themselves in the shoes of their partners. So they all reported enjoying their relationships even more. So I think that's a really cool study. So if you keep meditating, you'll be a really lovely, kind person that will go around giving everybody hugs. Okay, maybe not that, but you will become kinder. Join me tomorrow when we do video 5 for my 14-day introduction to meditation. Talk to you then.